Hey everyone, T Nothing or Barfield here. Welcome to Writer's Corner. Alright, so it's been a while since my last video. I am finally settled in here in New Mexico. We're unpacked, we're functioning normally. I'm playing video games and working and having a great time here. I just finished reading some stuff and I've really been enjoying getting my bookworm on. It has just been a really hectic but fun time being here in New Mexico so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. I've just started working out at the gym again because I didn't have a gym in Utah, and that was not fun. But now I'm really excited and sore. So sore. And now that I'm back, baby, it's time for me to do a video that I've actually been wanting to do for a while, and I just haven't. So now I'm going to. So today I'll be talking about why I write LGBT characters and some of the different tips, I guess, that I have for you today. So let's do this.
But Noah, why write LGBT characters?
Why not? Seriously though, these people exist, and it makes sense to give them representation in your writing. It also creates a diverse and, in my opinion, more interesting cast. Whenever I read a novel and it's the same type of people over and over again, it all blurs together and I get kind of bored whenever there's no diversity and everything is just kind of the same. I mean, imagine if you had just the same landscape for the whole entire book and there's nothing new revealed about it. Like, imagine Hogwarts, but nothing ever changed. It's kind of boring. I just really don't have a big interest in novels, or many media forms actually, that don't have a diverse, interesting cast of characters, because it's the characters that make it wonderful for me. I don't really want to read about 5 straight white guys going around saving the world. I also don't really want to read about 5 Latina lesbians going around saving the world. That may be cool once, maybe even like 2 or 3 times, but I'm sure people thought, 5 white guys saving the world, that's gonna be cool! And I'm sure it was, the first few times. But after that, the same thing over and over, regardless of who's in it, just gets kinda boring. Writing a diverse cast of people from all walks of life, plus maybe even talking animals and aliens, just makes your story more interesting. Basically, I write LGBT characters in my books because it's realistic, and I want to see those kinds of characters in other books as well. I want to see a diverse, interesting cast of characters, whether that's a bunch of cisgender hetero people or a bunch of transgender pansexual people. So you know why I write LGBT characters, but why don't I write LGBT characters? I don't write an LGBT character just because I don't have a transgender person in my novel, or I need a gay person here because I don't have one yet. I don't write in LGBT characters simply because I'm missing things. I write them in because that fits their personality, because it's how I envision them. If I honestly can't see this particular short story having any like bisexual characters in there, then I don't write any in there. Yeah. I also don't write them in just to kill them off. I'm not like, hey, you're gay, now you die. I don't do that. I don't know anybody who does do that, but I just don't think that that's accurate. I just don't write these kinds of characters in just to kill them off, but it's not saying that I'm not going to kill them off. I also don't write in LGBT characters just to play the evil villain. Like in original Legend Land, my antagonist is Evermore, but she's the antagonist. She's probably a lesbian, but I know what she is, I just haven't revealed that yet. But she's not the villain. She has a lot of bad things happen to her, she does bad things, but she just opposes my protagonist. The only kind of LGBT character in your work is a villain. You might want to question why. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because it might really fit in for how your story is, but you might just want to take a look at it and really review it for a second. And I do not write them as LGBT after the fact. I don't be like, hey, I've written this novel and I have no gay character, so this person is totally gay. No, I plan my characters out beforehand. I have envisioned how they are, and if they're not gay, they're not going to become gay just because I don't have enough gay characters in there. Some people think it's okay whenever there's a famous author that says that a wise old wizard is gay after the fact. I don't. Now, there are a few things that help me whenever I write LGBT characters, and if you need any help, then stay tuned. If you don't, then you've just got a bunch of my opinions. Congratulations. Now, a big thing that really helps me write these kinds of characters is they're just characters. They're just people, and I write them just like I would any other person. Well, I mean, except for bisexual anthropomorphic Tiger Man, but that's another story. If I write a romance between two or more characters, their sexuality doesn't play the biggest role in it, it's their personalities that do. If I think their personalities are congruent, they might end up together, or they might just be friends. There's no saying that two lesbians in this book, just because they're the only lesbians in the book, they have to end up together. They can be friends, just like if there's only one man and one woman in this whole book, it doesn't mean that they have to end up as a couple. I encourage other people to take that view as well. Think about your character's personality, how they act, and how this other character would fit with them in a relationship. Does it not work, even though they're both bisexual people? Well, you don't have to, they're not cards, you don't have to pair them up. You can have them, just be friends. Also see how this is done in other media, whether that's books, TV shows, video games, etc. And whether they do things well, or when they do things terribly. I keep an eye out for things that I don't really like that I see whenever I watch a specific TV show or a movie that I know has a gay or transgender character in there, but they don't do it well. Or I pay attention to video games, Dragon Age Inquisition, that actually do it very well. Additionally, I treat all my characters equally. Well, I mean, except for my main characters. They get special treatment. But everyone else gets treated equally, whether you're pansexual, transgender, straight, whatever. If you gotta die, you gotta die. So the gallows waits for no one. And I recommend that you kill your characters or you make them succeed however you envision, however you plotted it out. If you have a transsexual person who's a really great person, maybe they'll be king, or maybe they'll be torn down and trampled upon because that happens to good people and works sometimes because we authors are cruel. Hey, maybe you're a straight person and you're a really great person, maybe you'll be king or trampled upon. It honestly depends. I also factor in location, which I think a lot of people overlook, but I think is important no matter who you're writing or what. To put this in general terms, you probably won't have a lot of pre-op transsexuals in the middle of Nebraska, but the scarcity might make for an interesting story. It's up to you as the writer to decide whether your LGBT characters stick out or just part of the cast. Finally, understand that you won't please everyone. Someone, somewhere, is bound to take issue with how you write your story, and by extent, how you write your characters. Sometimes very, very specific issues with how you write your characters. No one can fault you if you say, I recognize that I made this mistake in my writing, and I'm trying to improve upon it. How would you suggest that I do this? That comes across a lot more rational than, you're wrong! You're so wrong! My writing is the best! You have nothing that you can teach me! How I write my characters, my setting, my story is amazing, and you cannot tell me otherwise! You see the difference? So now that this video has concluded, I should be back on a normal recording and writing schedule now that I'm all settled in. Now that I have gotten back on track, there are a few things I want to tell you, like how I want to brag about my book. My novel, Legendland, this fantastic piece of literature right here, is available on a plethora of places. You can get it on Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, Smashwords, my publisher's website, or my website, www.arc-storm.com. If you order off of there, I'll sign it for you, with my eyes open and everything. Read Legendland and still want more? Or want a different kind of fantasy that's not dark and filled with zombies? That's alright, I got you. I'm a great writer, I can do that. So check out Legendland Tale of the Nameless God on Wattpad, updated every Friday. So go ahead and check out Tale of the Nameless God while I'm still trying to make the original Legendland a commercial success. Read everything I've ever wrote, ever? Well, I don't know how you got my kindergarten story I wrote when I was 5, but I'm not going to question that. If you've read everything, or you just want to keep up to date with me, which who doesn't? Follow me online. There's a vast cornucopia of places to stalk me. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Goodreads, Wattpad, so you can read all of my amazing writing, and obviously YouTube, where I would not sneeze at it if you decided to subscribe and comment below. So I pray to Zargoth the Destroyer that you enjoyed this video and that you found about 80% of what I said helpful, and that I don't get burned at the stake for making this video. I also hope that it was all very helpful and that you continue to enjoy.